what's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. I made a super annoying team today, kinda tough to break and has some nice surprise factor to it. So I was suggested on my Discord by one of my friends to build a team for Shark Week, which is apparently going on, and there are only two Shark Pokemon to my knowledge in Sharpedo and Garchomp. Sharpedo is not in the current generation, not in the game. Garchomp is, however, and it is based on a hammerhead shark for those that didn't know. So I whipped up some heat with it using a set that's surprisingly good in the meta. I'll show you all what I got. Now we have Garchomp Choice Ban with Outrage, Earthquake, Fire Fang, and Tera Blast Electric. And so I definitely thought about running Specs, I thought about running Chinese AV, but Choice Ban Garchomp, I was trying that out and it is really good. It is really good, especially with Tera Blast Electric to snipe Pokemon like Moltres, Corviknight, things that are off the ground, flying type Pokemon, bulky water type Pokemon. It's just really good at that, right? And so because this mon is so good at just breaking things, I added Choice Scarf Great Tusk, and so it's kind of like ground spam, but this Garchomp can deal with the flying types that Great Tusk hates, like including Zapdos too. Tera Blast Electric or Outrage, for example, easy to hit KO on those kind of mons. Moltres as well and things like that. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really solid pairing overall. I've been testing it out and these two together are great, especially when we Tera into an electric type. We still have an electric immunity in a ground type Great Tusk. So the two of them together are really nice. Choice Scarf at Great Tusk, you don't expect at all to outrun things. This thing can outrun stuff and knock it out. Also Tera Ground Headlong Rush is good. And then Choice Ban Garchomp is just, I mean, people try to switch in Great Tusk and get 2-hit KO'd by Earthquake. It's pretty fun. It's pretty nice. So then yeah, we have nice and classic Fat with Skarmory, Blissey, and Clefable. Some mons that people don't want to see, but I'm sure maybe if we run like these 5 together and we'll get some reactions out of some opponents, I'm sure. Hopefully, we'll see. You know, like the last video, you know, we got that one angry crybaby in the first game. Let's see if we can get something like that. But Skarmory for Rocky Helmet Stealth Rocks is good support. Blissey is a Calm Mind user, good Spadef Wall, and also has Shadow Ball for going with Calm Mind, beating Ghost types, and then Clefable, Unaware Calm Mind. So I mean, they seem passive, but it's also like they can be offensive. Iron Defense, Body Press, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, Moonblast. Like you can see that there is some offensive aspect to this team. And then Ogerpon, which is Swords Dance, 2 attacks, Encore, just a good water immunity for the team as well. But that is going to be the squad for today. Let's see how we do in our first game here. Hopefully we'll make Garchomp put in some work. I have no doubt we will. And I also saved a bunch of replays from the testing process of this team. This team has evolved over time a lot. Reason is, of course, because Garchomp is just a very splashable mon on a team. Doesn't matter what playstyle you do. So it's very difficult to like kind of figure out what team I wanted to put it on. And I settled with this one because it worked the best. Question of the day for you all. What Pokemon do you think would be terrifying if it actually existed in real life? I'd like to know. Because Garchomp would be terrifying in real life. A shark running at you? Kinda scary. Gonna lead Great Tusk here as they lead Iron Valiant. And so only one Pokemon off the ground in Lottie. And so they led with this mon. I want to get rid of this immediately. Goodbye, Iron Valiant. You too. Right after I knocked out a mon. Now they're on a balloon with this. Ah, okay. Okay. Blissey is kind of a wall. Somewhat, kind of. So I'm going to probably double the Ogerpon here. As they go Pecharunt, I can now triple into I could also Ivy Cudgel once. Ogerpon's not super needed for this matchup, just to get a little chip. Parting Shot out is fine. Samurot's in. Let's just Horn Leech this, I guess, because it'll be a nice 82%. So this will be like a clean 2-hit KO here. If they switch out, they switch out. No problem for me. Pecharunt's back. Critical hit. Nice. Let's Swords Dance here. As they recover. Now we get to Encore. We get to Encore here. And then we get to Ivy Cudgel. To hit something up. Glimmera's dead now. Beautiful, 1 ground immunity gone. They did get up a bunch of hazards though, but it's okay, I think. Pecharunt's back. Let's go ahead here and Ivy Cudgel this. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. Here, I think the play is to... we could go Garchomp here. I don't know. I don't think Outrage... would Outrage knock this out from this range? Because it's kind of defensive. I'm gonna Outrage here. It does. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. So good old Outrage for us here is nice. So now Zamazenta is in. Even if they want to Iron Defense or whatever, it's fine. They just close combat, knock me out. I think that's banded. I'm pretty sure that's banded. It's kind of strong, you know, kind of strong. Boots, flying. Yeah, I don't think I need to spin, really, right? I could go Clef here and just Moonblast once, as they sack Samurott. If they go into Zamazenta, they're probably more than likely gonna Heavy Slam. Lottie's in now, so actually we can Calm Mind up here. I know this set is gonna be the stored power. So I think we'll just, I think Calm Mind again. Terra Fairy, nice. Let's Moonblast twice now, I think is the play. We ignore their boosts, but yeah, their base power is just higher. Thankfully, we'll knock this out in 2. And last one, Zamazenta, which we can beat as well. And that's gonna be GG. So we have a solid defensive core here that can also be offensive. Yeah, I knew this was unaware. Didn't have much of a choice, GG's. Yeah, it's reliable to keep GG's. Nice. Good game. Solid first, and that's the power of having double ground types. 1 Choice Scarf, which was able to outrun their Iron Valiant early on, just knocking that out kind of gave us the momentum for the pretty much the rest of the game there. And I guess Pecharunt was the only really bulky thing, but Choice Band Outrage was solid. You could kind of see how much those Ivy Cudgels were doing. That +1 critical hit was like 60% or whatever, and then Garchomp's Outrage, it was it kind of acts like a +1, right? So very high base power as well. 120 base power is pretty good. On to the next. Good first game. Let me take a sip of my beer. I'm enjoying a nice beer right now. Got this 6-pack of this beer called Weihenstephaner. German beer is pretty nice. Okay. We got some bulky mons like Dondozo and stuff like that, which is pretty good. Pretty good for them. Kind of think that Tera Electric could do stuff to Dondozo, especially if they're Spadef. I could see Ogerpon doing well in this matchup, kind of, if we can get rid of the, well, these two, I guess. Gonna be a tougher matchup, I think. I'm gonna lead Garchomp here, as they lead Rillaboom. And, I guess my play is always to go Skarmory. Not staying on this. They knock off, cool, get rid of my helmet. Fine. I'll set up rocks. Leech Seed Rillaboom. Ooh. Okay. So they try to knock off again. Fine. And then I can body press once. Yeah. Try to force this thing out. So good to know what you are. And then here I get to go So this is neutralizing gas wheezing, which means earthquakes are pretty good. But then, of course, they have the Rillaboom, so that's going to be a Mon to get rid of at some point. That'll be a Mon to get rid of. I'll go Clef once. Defog, fine. Let's T-Wave something, perhaps. They can give me a T-Wave on something, that'll be nice. Like this. Any kind of T-Wave just ups our chances for things, you know? Ups our chances. So now I'm gonna go, I could also double T-Wave. Alright, they go Claude here. And then I can go into, could probably go Garchomp here. Hard Garchomp is a play I can make as they spikes. And then kind of want to just outrage and see what happens. As Rillaboom comes in, nice. We get damage on this thing, big damage. 59, ooh, it's like super defensive. Super duper defensive. With Protect as well, huh. Super defensive. The cool thing is that Ogerpon is kind of cool here. Kind of cool. They do have U-turn though, however. Encore it, and then probably could Swords Dance once. Wheezing is in. I think Terraing this wouldn't be able to knock it out either, because I know Wheezing's super defensive, but I could just attack. Maybe they get parried. Dondozo comes in nice. I can just Horn Leech here. Or at least have the Swords Dance to like, just keep the Swords Dance. They can't set up or anything. Yeah, this is fine. And then we just, ooh, we actually could Tera now. We actually could Tera now, maybe. Maybe we can. Just to get like as much damage on this as we can, right? I'll Horn Leech here now. Nice. Dondozo taking 50 is pretty good. Especially because they're gonna just get up terrain for us every time. I'll Horn Leech again. So it's just Protect to get recovery, I guess. Yeah, the Speed F boost will be nice also for the potential freeze dries and stuff. Alright, we get damage. They cursed. I'll just Ivy once. And then Encore here. Because then we can just Encore them into Protects. Swords Dance one more time because one Protects is going to go through. Just Horn Leech here now. Double Protect, nice, thanks. Whatever. I'll Encore them again. So they can just lose all their Protects, I guess, and that'll be fine. Kyurem's in. Kyurem dies. This is max attack. Kyurem will definitely die here. I would be surprised if it does not. Oh, it's just gonna pressure. It's just gonna pressure me. See if I can knock this out. Okay. They're obviously gonna Protect here, right? But I should still have enough. They've got 8 Protects left. Yeah, they don't Protect. Nice, cool. So that one's out of the way. Dondozo's gone. Opens up a lot here. Nice, they give me my terrain. Time to Ivy Cudgel. Dead. And it looks like we have 6-0 their team, I believe. Yep, good game. Nice 6-0 there with Ogerpon actually just breaking through pretty much everything. Kind of crazy, but that was a very interesting, bulky Rillaboom set. Very annoying set. But we had the tools on this team to combat that, which is nice. Let's get the next one now. And also take a sip of my beer. It's a chill day overall. Pretty chill day. Going to get some nice tacos this evening. Margaritas and whatnot going out. Let's see here. Gonna lead Ogerpon. Ogerpon's a kind of a good lead here. And I'm just going to Swords Dance, I think. Or I could Ivy Cudgel, I guess. Those Swords Dance is kind of nice. Glare. Oh, okay. It's a Glare set. Glare Smeargle is kind of cool. With Stone Axe. Stone Axe, Sticky Web, Glare, good lead. And then here I can just go Ivy Cudgel again, I guess. Nice Poison Jab, survived, cool. I can save it as a sack. As the Scale Shot, I can Roost once. Is the play Swords Dance? Okay, I'm at my Sturdy level now, which is good. I am at Sturdy, and they're dead. That one's out of the way. Good. Now Golden goes in. You're kind of a threat. Tricked! You gave me a... Ooh, you gave me a Choice Scarf. That's not good. That's not good. Not ideal. Now I go Great Tusk. And then... I could probably go back to Blissey here. And just, probably Shadow Ball either way. Leftovers, that's fine. Clef beats this, I think. Kinda somewhat. Kinda somewhat. I'll Moonblast here. And then, Thunderwave here. Nice. I get the fast Moonlight now. And then Moonblast here. Special attack drop is whatever. Let's go Blissey. And then double. Let's double here into Great Tusk. And then let's probably try to Rapid Spin, I guess. Could probably try. Nice, we got it. Nice. Swords Dance. Okay, cool. Let's just heal. Iron Defense up. Fire. Very, very fire. We could beat this 1v1. So I'm gonna Roost up, bring in Blissey. Ooh, Valiant's in now. That's a threat. That's a threat, but thankfully we have Great Tusk. I'm gonna just Seismic Toss here and do it again. This is plus special attack, so not super. Ooh, Terra Ghost. Let's sack Ogerpon here now. Sack Ogerpon is the play. Attack what's in front of us. I don't know, they might actually have Vacuum Wave, so maybe it's in my best interest to go Clef first and just Thunder Wave here. That might be my best interest. Good damage. Good damage. Alright, so then we go Garchomp. Our good old, trusty old Garchomp. Valiant's gonna die here. So that'll be good for us. They may or may not have had Vacuum Wave. So that's why I wanted to preserve Tusk. Yeah, they do, exactly. So that was just our best interest there. To do that, should be able to beat this 1v1. I can go Blissey here. As they Focus Blast. Let's Softboil here. And then let's actually double the Great Tusk. And just We could Tera Ground Headlong Rush here. That's gonna be pretty strong. They Calm Mind, right? Doesn't work for them. Does not work for them. Now we go Skarmory. Or Garchomp here actually is a pretty good mid ground. Yup. Yup indeed. Yup indeed. Just gonna Outrage here, predicting Gliscor. That's gonna come in here. That's gonna take 75 from Choice Band Garchomp. Ooh. Ooh. Protect. Okay, so they've confused me now, unfortunately. But let's see if I break through. Okay, no, I don't. That's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go Blissey. Blissey, here's the play, I think. As they Draining Kiss. Whatever, I guess. Whatever. Gonna go Great Tusk. And then Headlong Rush here. And then Headlong Rush again. Facade, whatever. I was hoping they would like knock off or something. Get rid of my... I need my like Scarf gotten rid of, because then I could just attack what's in front of me. Let me double here. Headlong is the play. Headlong, do damage, do good damage. Do good damage. Gone. Obliterated and forfeit. Yup, beautiful game. That's the power of ground type attackers like Choice Band Garchomp and Choice Scarf Tera Ground Great Tusk. Really, really strong Pokemon. And we have a good defensive backbone that will allow us to basically pivot in and also just safely switch out into one of our big attackers that can do some really good damage. And if we somehow don't Tera Electric at all in this video, which we haven't done yet, you'll see the replays and stuff. I'll show you all. Ooh, cool team. I like this a lot. It's very prehistoric looking. It's very prehistoric looking. With Moltres and Raging Bolt and Iron Thorns. Cool team overall. Gonna lead with probably Garchomp here, or even Ogerpon's not a bad lead. I'll lead Garchomp. Tera Blast Electric. Tera Blast Electric. Yo, heat. Yo, heat. Super heat. Let's go Blissey here. Nice U-turn. Okie dokie. You remember Choky Dogie from the last video? You remember that mon? That's a good mon. I could probably just go, I think keeping my Choice Scarf is useful on Great Tusk for a potential +1 Iron Thorns. I'm gonna go Skarmory as they knock off. That's like thing banded. I'm pretty sure that's banded, so go Blissey here. Those U-turns are kind of strong, aren't they? Kind of strong U-turns. Drain Punch. Ah, I'll roost. Critical hit. Okay. 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 I'm gonna predict Great Tusk to come in an Earthquake here. Oh, it's Moltres. Okay. Soft boil time. Great Tusk is in. Let's go Ogerpon. And just Ivy Cudgel, I think is the play. They bring in a Raging Bolt. Let's go Clef. Mid-ground. I have 2 ground types. Yup. And then let's double the Garchomp. And then let's Earthquake here. I know they're gonna go Moltres this time. Yeah. Or, I mean, sorry, Great Tusk, predicting my thing. Double the Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel. Clef this time. Moonblast. And then they're going to go for the poison. Yup. And then double the Garchomp. Yup. And then Tera Blast. Guess. Nice. Great Tusk. Immediate Great Tusk. Headlong. Oh, but they know about the... Ooh, they know about the thing. Okay. Unaware Clef. Still around, still alive, still doing what it does best. Okay, have to sack you. Thunderwave here. Strong Rock Blast, extremely strong Rock Blast. Okay. Nice. 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 Attack. I think we made the right sack here. Great Tusk. Headlong. Headlong, headlong, headlong. I think we win. I think we win the game. Headlong! And headlong again, and we win the game. Yo, Garchomp knocking out 2 mons with Tera Blast Electric. Heat. Super, super heat. Yo, good game. That's what you love to see. That's what you absolutely love to see. Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, Garchomp, absolutely fantastic, amazing Pokemon. You know? Really cool how it's just able to take out Pokemon it's usually not supposed to take out with the same move. Like Primarina, Moltres overlap with Tera Electric, Tera Blast is extremely useful, as you saw from that game. And, you know, just being able to knock out those mons opened up so much for us. Once we got rid of that ground immunity, spam Headlong Rush with Great Tusk. And it's cool that when we lose Skarmory, when we lose Blissey, it's like Clefable's able to just take out mons for us and help us check things so that Great Tusk can put in work. And, you know, it's just nice to see the whole team putting in work all together. It's wonderful. So now we got this team here. I'm gonna lead Tusk. Close combat turn 1, I think, is the play. They might just go Zapdos though, so, and then I get parried immediately. I mean, that's, yeah. Maybe I asked for it. Maybe I just asked for it. Just everything gets parried. Everything gets burnt. I could Tera this just so that I don't get parried, which I'm gonna do. Nice. So this is fine. Like, I'm doing this just so I don't get parried, because you already know if I didn't Tera, I was gonna get parried on this turn. Oh, and now I die, so I think it's a 3-turn. Yeah, 3-turn outrage. Whatever. So they Headlong Rush here. Now I go Ogerpon. I can click Ivy Cudgel. The cool thing that Zapdos being gone, it opens up not only just Ogerpon, but also Skarmory looks pretty good. If, I mean, there's a lot of physical attackers. There is a Iron Crown though, of course, but Ceaseless Edge. Oh my, and a critical hit too. Thanks. Thanks very much. Thank you. Dragapult is in. Don't know what set you are, but Clefable's a safe mid-ground. Not going hard into Blissey because we don't know what it is exactly. Dragon Darts, exactly. T-Wave time, I think, is the play. As Ting Lu comes in, trying to turn me into a Ting loser. But I get to go Great Tusk and just I think Headlong Rush is better than Close Combat. Just to get guaranteed damage on something. Okay. No guaranteed damage is fine, I guess. So we got the Rapid Spin, that's good. I'm just gonna continuously Rapid Spin, I guess, could be my play, or save it and go Skarmory as they knock off. And then I get my rocks up here, I think. Rocks will be, I mean, decent chip. I could just body press and get rid of it immediately. Nice, they taunted. Very nice. As you all know, I don't fall for taunts. In game and in real life. I don't fall for taunts. So Bolt's back, and I guess the play here is to go, I mean, I could go Clef again, but I'll try. Maybe let's see what happens. Dragon Dance. Okay. I know what you are. Sub DD. Okay. Sub Dragon Dance. Okay, so even if they're disabled, it doesn't really matter. Tera Blast Ghost. Oh, that's strong. That is very strong. We need to just get rid of this right now. We need to just get rid of this. Crown is in. So the play here is to go Blissey. Cool thing is we have Shadow Ball, and that should be enough to take out Dragapult from the range it's at. It's not leftovers, right? So Psychic Noise. Why are you making all that noise? What you gotta say? Okay, so then versus Ting Lu, I think we could just we could go hard Ogerpon, or we could go Skarmory. I think hard Ogerpon is just a little better because now we can Horn Leech. Because yeah, nothing wants to take this Horn Leech, so we can heal a bunch. Then we can go into I think they're gonna Ruination here. I might actually just go Great Tusk here. Yeah, they Ruination, which does nothing. And then here I could just Headlong Rush for damage, because then my Horn Leech after will knock it out. Yeah, good damage. Now I go Ogerpon, I Horn Leech, get back to full. That'll be good. Get back to a good amount of health. Goodbye, back to full. Crown is in, so here we would always, I think, just attack what's in front of us. Always. As they Volt Switch. Pulse back, we just, so they're just gonna Tera Blast Ghost here. I could go Blissey. Could go Blissey here, actually. Tera Blast Ghost, yeah. And let me just Shadow Ball here. Because they might just sub. There's Dragon Darts, cool. So this Mon should be dead, I think, in theory, should be dead. Yup. Last Mon Iron Crown, and we should win the game because Ogerpon is naturally going to be faster. So we just Seismic Toss here on their Psychic Noise. And that's going to be GG. Yeah. Awesome. Really great video overall. I'm especially happy with that game that we got with Primarina and Moltres, just knocking them both out with Tera Blast Electric and making the plays. That was a fire game, and also this whole video is just wonderful to see. And it's just nice to be able to like switch up different play styles and like build different kind of teams for fitting different play styles. You know, I typically like to build with a lot of variety in my teams, not just with the Heat Mons, but also with like the style of the team and the strategy that I have in mind. And like, for example, this strategy here worked really well. I mean, obviously, you know, there was a Skarmory and a Blissey and a Clefable, and some people don't like that, but like the overall strategy is just reliable, solid balance for this one, with Tera Electric Banded Garchomp opening up the way for Tera Ground Choice Scarf, or just Choice Scarf Great Tusk in general. Without Tera, like we only need the Tera if we have to with Garchomp. If we don't, then we can Tera with something else. But this team overall is just super solid, and I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. Feel free to try it out. Of course, all my teams are in the description. There's always a play style for everyone to kind of do well with. So that's why I like to build with a lot of different styles. But yeah, let's hop into some replays right now. I'm pretty satisfied with this video, but I have some replays that I thought were cool to share, you know, show and tell, my usual show and tell segment. And so we have here the first game, where I think I only saved this because I got thumbnail text from a Garchomp reaction. So let's get right into it. So earlier version of this team, of course, with Wo-Chien and a bunch of other Mons. And so Golden Go lead against my Wo-Chien, and they're gonna switch out here into Samurott as I Dark Pulse here, and they're gonna go for the knockoff, knocking off my Assault Vest. This Pokemon here is actually a Chinese AV Wo-Chien, which is kind of weird to say because Wo-Chien is Chinese, so it's like saying it's a Chinese. Kind of interesting, but anyways, I'm gonna switch Glamora in and take 28 from Moonblast. I'm like, yeah, this thing is probably choice specs. Pretty strong. I can't Toxic here. I'm Corrosion Glamora. You might see some of these sets like in the future. These are some fun sets I was trying out while testing earlier on. They took me a Choice Scarf, but my EV spread is so Chinese that I'm actually with the Choice Scarf faster than Great Tusk and Golden Go and stuff. So I'll take it. I actually double Dark Pulse thinking they might double predicting Glamora because I went into it last time, but they don't. But Wo-Chien is Chinese enough to survive anyways. And then I go Glimmora here, and yeah, I just I doubled the Wo-Chien because I know I'm faster than Golden Go, which was gonna come in, and then I just Dark Pulse here for 93 critical hit, and they make it rain here. So yeah, Golden Go super weak, super duper weak right now. I go Garchomp, or is it Garchomp? Is it Garchomp? Because no, it's not. It's actually Hisui and Zoroark, and I'm able to knock out Whimsicott, which is pretty cool. Although I guess Choice Band Earthquake would have knocked that out too, but avoids the Zapdos prediction. Now I go Corviknight, Rocky Helmet Chip on the Samurott. I think they Ceaseless here. Yeah, they do Ceaseless, and it's gonna get up a Spike, which is not the worst thing in the world, really. And so now Zapdos comes in. I'm just going to go Glimmora to sack. My intention was to sack, but yeah, Discharge, I survive, no para, and then this mon is not like max speed or faster than Great Tusk to be set to that amount, so I'm able to get a sneaky Power Gem off, doing some damage. Then I go Garchomp here, or is it Garchomp? No, it's Zoroark again. That was another thing I was testing out, was like the disguise between Zoroark and Garchomp can really kind of force mons to take damage, because one's physical, super strong physical, one's special, fast special. So kind of a nice duality between the two, which was which I was testing out. And then I just Draining Kiss here on the Kyurem and stuff, and I don't know why they switched down to Golden Go here. Like, that was kind of weird, because now I just get above the damage that Freeze Dry did before, but they just get a roll here and knock me out, which is whatever, because look at these two mons, and look at Garchomp. I got Outrage. They go Great Tusk here, and then I Outrage for 63, and then they're like, Jesus, LOL, is that banded? So I just, yeah, they Tera Steel in order to survive the Outrage, but they died to Rough Skin anyways, so last mon, Kyurem, and it dies to my Garchomp. So that's going to be GG. And then second game here, new version of the team once again. Now this one has Galarian Weezing and Iron Crown, Garg, and Rotom, and stuff like that. So they actually have a pretty bulky, standard type of looking team, but the interesting plays that were made with Garchomp here, you might like. Check this out. I'm gonna go Garg on the Draco, and it's gonna do 60, and I have to heal right now. This is a Choice Specs Dragapult. Now Iron Crown is in, and I'm gonna basically preserve Garg. Of course I need it. I go Rotom here on the Volt Switch. I think that's also a Choice Specs Iron Crown. Choice Specs Dragapult, Choice Specs Iron Crown, double Specs. Now they Shadow Ball here. I'm actually going to, I think, double as they go Iron Crown. Do I double? No, I just Sulk here. Okay, never mind. Sulk here is still good too, because it will just do 25 to this Iron Crown and chip it really nicely. I go into my own. They Volt Switch out here into Dragapult, and then I go Rotom. So Rotom takes the U-turn. Rocky Helmet Chip on the Dragapult is always useful. Iron Valiant's in. Now I go Weezing. Weezing is a good counter to Iron Valiant, as they knock off, revealing to be a physical attacking set with that strong knockoff Will-O-Miss. Ah, nice. Now I go Iron Crown here as they Tachyon Cutter, but check this out, right? Check this out. They switch into Iron Treads, and then Focus Miss, and then check this one out, double Focus Miss. So I lost three turns there of some valuable damage. With Will-O-Miss and Focus Miss twice. So, not too happy right now, but I'm channeling my inner plays, right? When you get hacked, you just gotta figure things out, you know, you just gotta figure it out. So, I doubled the Garchomp, hit the Alomomola with an Earthquake, forcing out the Iron Crown, double Earthquake, nice Choice Band, flip turn, dies to Rough Skin. So Garchomp 1v1s the Alomomola, beautiful. Now I go Weezing here on the Dragapult. They try to, so they U-turn out here, taking, no chip, whatever. I go Iron Crown here to sack. Tachyon, right? They go for the Tachyon. And then I go into Garchomp. I get a free Earthquake here. Zamazenta comes in, using up its Dauntless Shield, and that's gonna do 45. So if it ever switches out and tries to come back in, it dies. And now I'm gonna go Weezing here, right? On the Ice Fang Miss, whatever, just not gonna do anything. They go Iron Crown. I Will-O-Wisp here, okay. I was gonna say, do I double? Like, no. That's fine though, because I have 5 mons, they have 5 mons. I'm gonna sack Rotom. They Tachyon to almost knock me out. They're gonna knock me out on this next turn though. See, look at the Will-O-Wisp kind of chip going on here. Check this out though. I'm gonna go Garchomp. Somebody dies. It's gonna be Iron Treads, and that mon is dead, 100%. Next is gonna be Dragapult. Weezing comes in. Draco Meteor does not work. And then this is an easy prediction right here. Double the Garchomp. Nice double the Garchomp here. Zamazenta comes in, right? Earthquake, knocked out. Then Iron Valiant comes in, watch this, right? Weezing here. Bring in the Weezing. They trick. Give me a Choice Band. They go back to Iron Crown. Double the Garchomp. the doubles every time, never missing. Oh, but check this out, Iron Valiant comes in. They double the Dragapult. I stay in Earthquake. I stayed in, and then Iron Valiant comes in here. But I survived the Spirit Break on one. The Plot Armor Garchomp actually knocked out 6 mons. Look at it. It knocked out a Lumamola, knocked out Dragapult, knocked out Valiant, knocked out Zamazenta, knocked out Iron Treads from full, and knocked out Iron Crown. So it knocked out 6 mons in this game. Choice Band Garchomp, and it lives on 1. Poetic as ever. I think Garchomp did something here, because I see Moltres, and I'm pretty sure it did something, which is probably why I saved it. Let's see. Iron Valiant versus Garchomp. Pheasantipity switch in as they knock off here. Okay. So, oh yeah, once again, new version of the team. Pheasantipity, Vaporeon, and Corviknight are now on the team. I think Corviknight was there before, but mainly Pheasantipity and Vaporeon, new mons. Ooh, yes, here it is. Look at this. Oh wait, let's go back. Let's just see this again, right? So Pheasantipity, good counter to Iron Valiant, right? As always. Golden Go comes in here. I'm just going to U-turn out into Garchomp, right? They expect the Earthquake. Go Moltres. Tera Blast Electric. Tera Blast dead. So not just one Moltres dead in the live of this video, but a second one in the replay of this video. They Tera Ghost, making themselves weak to Wo-Chien, so I'm like, alright. Let's go, Chien. Let's go, Chien, Wo-Chien. So then Pheasantipity, close combat. Okay, that's cool. I think every time I can just roost or U-turn or whatever. Yeah, U-turn. And then bring in a Vaporeon here, which is a... Where are you? Hello? You're not even... Okay, whatever. Thunder Wave, and then I Wish here. Wish is nice because I can bring in Garchomp pretty freely, since any damage they go for I heal, and then I can't get T-Waved either, so that's cool. Earthquake, and then I just knock out Slowking. So the cool thing about Moltres being gone is everything on the ground is dead to Garchomp's Earthquake. So, oh, they double into Iron Valiant here, then they triple back into Garchomp on my Pheasantipity. So they're making some good switches, but I can make switches too, and they Dragon Tail me to try to make me make another switch, which doesn't work. But Valiant's in, and each time Valiant comes in, I can go Pheasantipity. My switch-ins are fine because every switch-in I go into, or like some of them, I can just heal if they don't try to like predict something. It's good for me. So I've healed my Pheasantipity, I'm still good against Valiant, and then they set up rocks here. I can't defog, so I double the Garchomp instead. Double the Garchomp, you know, every single time. And then Valiant's dead now, so... Yeah, the double the Garchomp is always fun to do. I don't know, their brain like just kind of had a malfunction here. They went back into Golden Go and forfeit. And then last game I wanted to show you all was this one. Now this guy had a lot to say to me. This guy had some words of his own. Turn 1, Garchomp versus Araquanid. This is a Custap Araquanid, not Focus Sash. Tera Blast Electric dead turn 1, and their whole strategy was setting up webs and court changing for their Defiant Contrary Mon. So they're gonna trick here and give me a Choice Specs, which is not the best thing in the world, but not the worst thing in the world either. I'm gonna Seismic Toss and then switch into Skarmory here after they Swords Dance. The worst they could do is Tera Ghost and wall me, but I have Skarmory with Rocky Helmet, so I'm fine. So I Iron Defense up because I can beat a 1v1 if I'm defensive. They go Enamorus, I switch to Blissey. I'm tricked, and it's Choice Specs. So it's like, I'm gonna get worn down to a point where I can't heal, but I can also take down Enamorus in the process, and that's gonna be great because my team is not looking good against Choice Specs and Enamorus, and they're giving it to me. I survive it with 10% HP, right? 10%. And then I knock out Enamorus, but then they said, robbed. What do they mean by that? What do you mean robbed? I just Seismic Toss spammed 3 times as they Moonblasted 3 times. Were they expecting a crit? What? Were they expecting to knock me out? I don't know. But they feel robbed here for some reason. It's one of those guys from like game 1 of last video. It's one of those kind of guys. And then hate. What's going on? I don't know. Anyways, they're robbing me right now because I'm paralyzed and they're getting leaf storms up like crazy now. They're gonna glare everything. And so yeah, who's getting robbed again? Who's actually getting robbed? Not you, buddy, not you. So I'm gonna calm mine once just so that I have more chances to heal and withstand leaf storm. They missed one, which is, it makes a lot of sense, right? 90 accuracy moves and whatnot, and it's fair. So they leaf storm again, doing 28 this time. They've only got 4 leaf storms left. I'm gonna Moonblast, just knock out the sub here. Crit doesn't matter. And then they leaf storm again, doing 30, and then paralyzed again. Ah, not bad. Another leaf storm as I get to Moonlight here and don't get parried, which is nice. And then leaf storm here and then Moonlight again. And there's only 1 leaf storm left, which is good for me. So they're gonna save that 1 leaf storm and go King Gambit, take 43. And special attack drop just so happened to raise its attack. So I'm like, okay, that's not good. Now they're +4 attack here. So I essentially just have to, okay, so they Terra Ghost here, right? Which makes them wall my Skarmory. But that's fine as long as, you know, I'm able to put it in range of Great Tusk's Headlong Rush, which is gonna be easily doable as long as they are attacking me from this range, and they're forced to because otherwise I'll just get defensive boost and heal. So they're in range of Headlong Rush, which is wonderful. Their Sucker Punch, even if it's max attack, won't knock me out. And so I can just Headlong Rush here to knock it out. And so 3 mons left, Serperior, Cinderace, and Lottie. I go Garchomp here because I don't think I need it as much anymore since I think the other mons are a little bit more valuable. And so I go Ogerpon here. Now they're gonna go Serp and I Ivy Cudgel for 39. I basically need damage on the Lottie, just a little bit, so that I can spam an attack and knock things out. Leaf Storm Miss is cool. And then I get to Thunder Wave the Cinderace to make it slow, which is super helpful. Pyro Ball here. So they robbed me with a bunch of paralysis. Now I get to rob them with 1. Now I get to rob them with 1. And now Lottie's in. They Luster Purge knocked me out. That's fine. I get to bring in Clefable here. Luster Purge doing 49. I get to Moonblast for 63, and this is perfect. A Serperior at 59, a Lottie at 37. That's 2 close combats for us to win the game. And look at their reaction here. Scarf? Question mark. They're like, they've never seen that one before. But that was a funny one, I thought. That was a very, very funny one. But those are the games I wanted to show you all. The additional replays that I had while testing. And kind of showing you all the evolution process of this team and how things changed, where things are now. And yeah, some more Garchomp action and whole team action. I had a lot of fun for this one and I hope you all did as well. I look forward to hearing from you all in the comments and reading them all and replying to pretty much all of them, which I do. I do that within like a day or so, or 2. Just, you know, whenever I get a break in my schedule, I'll open up YouTube, check everything out, and see how y'all are doing. So yeah, it's nice. And feel free to suggest me more things for videos. I do take your suggestions and use them because a lot of your suggestions are good. I like them. As you've seen for a lot of my videos, I do use suggestions. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for all the support. I shall see you all on the next one. Peace.